Welcome, employees, executives, and valued denizens, to another fine-tuned, high-efficiency broadcast of Bartcorp Radio. Streaming live from the K5 Zone, I am your host, your guide, your trusted corporate auditory facilitator, Chet Alouette. Now, if you're tuning in, congratulations. That means you've successfully completed another day of optimized corporate productivity, and we are thrilled to have you for our evening show. Whether you're out on the jet skis leaping through the waves or sitting on the patio staring down at all the little people frolicking in the business park, Bart Radio is here to make your day that much better. We've got a jam-packed lineup for you today, folks. Music, corporate insights, and the hottest news from the hydrology nexus all the way to the exclusion zone. So whatever your journey this beautiful sunny evening, even if it's just from the soda hub to the couch, make that journey an entertaining one. Speaking of which, I had quite the morning commute, folks. Took the rollerblades today. Fantastic weather, perfect pavement, real dream ride, as it always is at Bartcorp. And just as I was gliding past the Zone H5 skyscraper, I caught sight of two ballooners in a full-speed aerial race. We're talking 10, 15 kilometers an hour. One of them had the lead, but the other, I think it was red, yellow, and teal, was pushing hard, gaining altitude, really making a go of it. And then I swear on my employee badge, right before slamming into the H5 central skyscraper, he just phased out of reality. Pop, gone. And a second later, pop, the guy appears on the other side of the building, and wouldn't you know it, he wins the race. Amazing. Yeah, I was giving my head a shake to make sure I hadn't plugged into the Mega-City Pyramid in my sleep, and that's when it hit me. The Diptech K100 series ballooner phase cloak. We've been playing the ads on the show for a month now, but I've never actually seen one in action before, and let me tell you folks, it is even more impressive in person. If you're a serious ballooner or just looking to make your commute that much more efficient, you might want to get in touch with Diptech. On a side note, I wonder what that guy does for a living. Those K100s, they don't come cheap. Anyway, enough of my yakking. We got a great show lined up, and to kick things off, let's start your evening with a certified Bartcorp classic. This track has been carefully selected by our music curation department, tested for maximum focus retention, and approved by the Sumptuary Committee for workplace enjoyment. Now, sit back, hydrate with a refreshing OptiFuel 7X Plus, and let the soothing sounds of corporate-approved relaxation ease you into another seamless transition between work and non-work life. This is Bartcorp Radio, B-A-R-T-Y, because I gotta. And welcome back, employees, executives, and those of you enjoying a well-earned moment of authorized leisure. You're tuned into Bartcorp Radio, your number one source for music, corporate insights, and the latest updates on all things Bartcorp. Because an informed employee is a compliant employee, and we love compliance at Bart, don't we? Now, folks, it's time for the Bartcorp News Bulletin, powered by the Corporate Communications and Information Bureau, your one-stop source for critical workplace updates and exciting new corporate initiatives. First up, big congratulations to this iteration's standout employees. A round of corporately sanctioned applause for Lance Gribbins, who has been elevated to Provisional Synergy Assurance Liaison Level 3. Now, I have no idea what that entails, but it sounds fantastic. I'm known around my house as the donut-eating liaison, but don't see anybody handing me a promotion. Additionally, we extend a warm farewell to our colleague Dale T. Wortham, who has been relocated for undisclosed reasons. We wish him continued success wherever he has been placed. Moving on. Exciting updates for our hardworking employees in zones D4 through D7. You are now authorized to use the ergonomic posture cubes for up to 12 minutes per day, up from the previous limit of 10 minutes. That's pretty impressive. Good job to the employees in zones D4 through D7. For all you foodies out there, the Bartcorp Liminal Network has unveiled an improved nutrient pellet dispenser system. Dispensers no longer require a manual override to function, so you can enjoy your meal without unnecessary interruptions. That's innovation at work. Alrighty here. What do we have next? Just a quick reminder, employees should remain vigilant and proactive in maintaining workplace security. If you notice any unauthorized personnel, unexpected structural shifts, or hear what could be classified as echoes of a voice that does not exist, simply file an observation report with your local corporate compliance observer and continue your assigned tasks. Right? Everything is operating at maximum efficiency. Moving on. And finally, it's that special time of the year again. Sign-ups are now open for the annual Bartcorp Synergy Fun Run. That's right, just a brisk 12-kilometer dash through our perfectly manicured business parklands. Hydration stations will be available at designated check-in kiosks, and yes, this year's top 5 finishers will be granted limited access to the executive lounge for a full 5 minutes, where they will be getting the network opportunity of a lifetime, the chance to shake hands with a pre-selected Bartcorp executive for the entire 5 minutes. Wow. I'd love to join in on the fun, but you know how it is. I gotta keep the golden pipes in peak radio condition. No running. But hey, I'll be cheering y'all on for the comfort of my ergonomic studio chair. Okay, our next item. Looks like I've got a memo here from the Bartcorp Applied Magnetics Division. Let's see. Here we go. Official corporate guidance regarding the ongoing resonance activity near the Calgary Mega-City Pyramid. Yeah, here we go again. To all employees working in affected districts, we have received multiple inquiries regarding the low-frequency hum that has been periodically resonating across various operational zones. Please be advised that this hum is completely harmless and does not pose any disruption to daily corporate operations. Bartcorp researchers are currently exploring advancements in resonance redirection technology, there it is, to ensure an optimized soundscape for all denizens. If employees experience any heightened focus, mild euphoria, or fleeting sensations of being observed by an unknown entity, they are encouraged to continue their assigned duties without interruption. All inquiries should be directed to your local environmental harmonization liaison, another liaison. Well, there you have it, folks. No need to worry, Bartcorp's got it handled. And this concludes this edition of Bartcorp News Bulletin. Remember, an engaged employee is an efficient employee, and an efficient employee is a valued employee. Stay tuned for more music, more updates, and of course, more Bartcorp-approved entertainment. Now, let's roll right into our next track, a certified business casual groove right here on Bartcorp Radio.
Stand by for action.
And welcome back, employees, executives, and valued denizens. You're tuned into Bartcorp Radio, where we keep you informed, entertained, and most importantly, engaged. Because remember, an engaged employee is a productive employee. Now, folks, we love celebrating success stories here at Bartcorp, and today we've got a real treat, a first-hand testimonial from a valued employee who has seen incredible improvements thanks to the Employee Wellness Program. Let's give a warm corporate-approved welcome to Doug Brickman. Doug, how you doing today? Oh, I'm doing fantastic, Chet, and let me just say it's a pleasure to be here contributing to the Bartcorp ecosystem in such a meaningful way. Love to hear that, Doug. Now, tell us a little about your journey. What was life like before you enrolled in the Employee Wellness Program?
Well, before joining the program, I guess you could say I was misaligned. My corporate engagement scores were suboptimal. My synergy output was borderline non-compliant, and worst of all, I struggled with independent thought patterns that occasionally led to inefficiencies.
Well, we wouldn't want that now, would we? So what changed, Doug? What did the Employee Wellness Program do for you?
Oh, Chad, everything changed. I feel lighter, sharper, more attuned to corporate needs than ever before. My thoughts are clear, unified, focused, like they're moving in perfect synchronization. I wake up every morning and I know exactly what to do. No hesitation, no wasted energy, just pure, efficient task execution. And the best part, I no longer experience doubt. They took care of that.
Wow, that's some ringing endorsement, Doug. Now, what would you say to any employees out there considering signing up for the Employee Wellness Program?
Well, I'd say it's the best decision you'll ever make, and don't worry about the weekly check-ins or the alignment assessments. They're completely normal. In fact, I barely remember them at all.
Well, there you have it, folks. Straight from an employee who's living proof that the Employee Wellness Program works. If you're looking to maximize productivity, eliminate inefficiencies, and unlock your full corporate potential, talk to your nearest Synergy coordinator and get started today. Doug, thanks so much for joining us. Always great to hear a success story.
Thank you, Chad. Thank you.
And now let's keep this energy rolling with a track that's guaranteed to boost Synergy scores, a certified business casual groove, right here on Bartcorp Radio. Attention systems integrators, forward-thinking engineers, and compliance-certified optimization specialists, Bartcorp is proud to introduce the latest advancement in modular operational interfacing, part J1323B57X. For those unfamiliar with Bartcorp's proprietary modular integration series, J1323B57X serves as the primary tertiary nexus conduit within the subharmonic actuation grid, ensuring seamless bidirectional flux propagation across all active computational stabilizers. Designed to operate at an unprecedented volumetric harmonization threshold, J1323B57X provides near frictionless lateral transference within multi-phase compression arrays, mitigating reciprocal waveform discordance and enhancing peripheral nodal synchronicity. But that's not all. J1323B57X features Bartcorp's patented high-velocity coupling diode relay, which eliminates preemptive signal entanglement by utilizing an asynchronous peristaltic feedback loop, allowing for dynamic recabrylation of phased oscillation vectors. Installation is easier than ever thanks to our dynamic substrate affixation protocol, which ensures instantaneous alignment of parametric synchronization hubs while maintaining retrograde compatibility with all legacy distributed arc arrays, models pre-1989 excluded. Whether you're reinforcing computational vortex stability, reducing stochastic resonator drift, or simply looking to optimize your inertial response subsystem, J1323B57X is the only choice for discerning industrial facilitators. Bartcorp certified, iteration ready, seamlessly modular. Ask your systems compliance overseer if J1323B57X is right for your workflow today. And welcome back, employees, executives, and discerning corporate investors. You're tuned into Bartcorp Radio, your trusted source for economic insights and fiscal prosperity. Because here at Bartcorp, every number tells a story. That's right, folks. It's time for the Bartcorp Financial Report, proudly presented by the Bureau of Corporate Growth and Stability. Let's take a look at this iteration's top-performing economic indicators. Exciting news for the Synergy Futures Index, which has climbed a whopping 12% this quarter. Meanwhile, tactical elasticity holdings have stabilized following last quarter's unfortunate fluctuations. We love to see it, folks. Strong, reliable, sustainable growth. In less relevant but equally important news, core market pillar composite stability metrics remain firmly within the projected volatility comfort zone. In other words, keep doing what you're doing. Now, this is inspiring. An unnamed Bartcorp executive has just surpassed 23 Synergon credits per fiscal window, making them the third most compensated individual in our internal performance ecosystem. Congratulations to someone. Now, I can't tell you exactly what 23 Synergon credits converts to, but let's just say they'll be enjoying some premium grade OptiFuel for quite some time. Some big wins in specialized sectors. The Corporate Textile Reinforcement Initiative has just posted a record-breaking uptick in pleat stability research funding. That's right, better pleated plants are on the horizon, folks. Meanwhile, Adaptive Desk Synergy deployment has seen a 5% efficiency boost thanks to the latest ergonomic workflow recalibration trial. The results? Sitting has never been more profitable. In unrelated news, Sublayer Market 4A has momentarily ceased financial activity. However, analysts assure us this is part of a routine recalibration. No need to adjust your investment strategies, just a little bit of corporate maintenance, that's all. Moving on. Now, for those of you looking to expand your financial portfolio, there's never been a better time to reinvest in the Bartcorp Employee Equity Multiplier Plan. This exciting, high-yield financial vehicle allows you to optimize your paycheck into a scalable, loyalty-based corporate asset strategy. Who wouldn't want their earnings to work harder for Bartcorp? Answer me that one. Consult your certified Bartcorp asset steward for more details, or simply submit an automatic enrollment request at any Bartcorp kiosk. We make investing easy. And that, my friends, concludes this iteration's Bartcorp Financial Report. Let me see here. Oh, just got my papers mixed up here. So just remember, an informed employee is a valuable employee, and a valuable employee is a prosperous employee. Now, let's roll right into our next track, a certified business casual groove right here on Bartcorp Radio. And welcome back, valued employees and Synergy stakeholders. You're tuned into Bartcorp Radio, the only place where you can get the latest corporate insights and the smoothest business casual grooves. Now, folks, we have a very special guest today, one of the minds shaping the future of work itself. Please join me in welcoming Graham Nesselford, Senior Operational Futurist at Bartcorp. Graham, thanks for joining us.
Well, Sure, happy to be here, I guess. I mean, why wouldn't I be here? I mean, did someone say I wasn't going to be here? Because that would be absurd, right? It's just funny to me that you would even say that. No one said that, Graham. I just mean, thanks for taking the time. Right, of course. No, I get it. No, it's fine. Just funny how things get framed sometimes, that's all. So, Graham, let's talk about the future of work. Bartcorp is always on the cutting edge of corporate synergy optimization. What exciting changes can employees expect? Oh, well, see, that's just so interesting that you would ask that, because obviously we're in an era of unprecedented corporate harmonization, right? You know that, I know that, everyone knows that. So the real question is, why would anyone even need to ask, right? It's just fascinating. Yeah, right, no, yep, totally. But just for the listeners, could you give a specific example of corporate harmonization? Sure, well, we're looking at some really exciting advancements in quantified synergy integration, which, is all about maximizing workforce output through iterative task stream augmentation and holistically recalibrated labor conduits. You're familiar with that, obviously. Yeah, of course. The old labor conduits. Could you elaborate on that for employees who aren't in operational futurism? Elaborate? I just did. Did that not sound like an elaboration? I mean, I could rephrase it, but I feel like we're saying the same thing here, which, I mean, am I wrong? Is that what we're doing now? We're just going to act like I don't say the thing I literally just said? No, I get it. We all get it. Let's move on. Now, I heard something about an ongoing workforce realignment project. What can you tell us about that? Workforce realignment project. That's so interesting. That's so funny that you would bring that up. It's just, who even told you that? No, it's fine. It's fine. I just looked. There's nothing sinister about optimizing labor pools, right? I mean, you agree, don't you? Absolutely. Couldn't have said it better myself. Exactly. We're just shifting certain personnel to better align with corporate expectations, like nothing to be concerned about. It's not like look, the point is, everybody's fine. No, everybody is totally fine. In fact, I'd say we've never been better. Well, there you have it, folks. The future of work is looking bright. Graham, thanks so much for being here. Yeah, no, absolutely. Why wouldn't it be here? Yeah, right. Well, let's keep the energy going with another track, a certified business casual groove right here on Bartcorp Radio. Welcome back, employees, executives, and those of you enjoying a well-earned moment of authorized leisure. You're turning into Bartcorp Radio, and let me tell you, folks, tonight's show is already shaping up to be one for the record books. Now, I know we usually roll into a corporate ad spot around now, but let's take a little detour instead, because you see, I haven't always been a radio host. No, sir, I've worn many hats in my storied Bartcorp career. Some would say too many hats. Today, I'd like to tell you about my time in Bartcorp field operations, specifically my role in the Precision Turf Alignment Initiative. Now, for those unfamiliar, Precision Turf Alignment is a critical department here at Bartcorp. Some people think it's just landscaping, but that kind of thinking gets you reassigned to the liminaria network faster than you can say sumptuary compliance. Our job was simple but essential. Ensure all Bartcorp grass maintained its corporate-approved height, hue, and alignment across all zones. Think of it like a golf course,
but maybe with spreadsheets or something. Now, some of my coworkers, real sticklers, real by-the-book types, they'd spend hours out there measuring individual blades of grass, adjusting growth cycles, ensuring aerodynamic perfection, and me, well, I figured why not work smarter, not harder. So one day I got to thinking, why are we spending all this time trimming, measuring, recalibrating? There had to be a more efficient way. And then it hit me. Dye. Not just any dye, of course. I got my hands on some high-grade industrial color stabilization compound from the Bartcorp Chromatics Lab. You know, the stuff they use for corporate brand logos and high visibility productive banners. Now, folks, in theory, this was a genius idea. One quick application and the turf would stay perfectly green forever. No more mowing, no more trimming, just efficiency. I even ran the numbers. This was going to save Bartcorp thousands in labor hours. Except, well, turns out the formula was a little strong. I come into work the next morning and wouldn't you know it, the grass isn't green anymore. It's not dead. No, that'd be too easy. What I had unknowingly done was permanently alter the molecular structure of the grass itself. The turf, fluorescent teal, which, now look, I don't need to tell you why that's a problem. Here at Bartcorp, we adhere to strict chromatic regulations. And wouldn't you know it, teal, despite its prominence around the XANA Project, is not a compliant hue for grass. So, needless to say, I tried to play it off. I told my supervisor it was a unique aesthetic choice, a bold step forward in corporate parkland visual branding. Folks, I think you could be forgiven if you aren't surprised. He didn't buy it, so. But, you know, it was what really sealed my fate was the sunlight. You see, it turns out the dye was photoreactive. The longer it was exposed to direct sunlight, the brighter it got. By lunchtime, you could see the turf glowing from 3 zones away. Folks, do you know how hard it is to maintain plausible deniability when you and the person you're trying to convince are going literally teal blind? I don't want to say I was fired exactly, that's such a strong word. Let's just say I was strongly encouraged to explore other corporate opportunities. I mean, really, was it my fault I wasn't explicitly told not to dye the grass? And did anyone prove that the color mutation was directly my doing? No, they did not. Granted, the memo did say, do not alter the turf without executive clearance, but I figure, you know, a little initiative never hurt anyone. Anyway, that was my brief but impactful stint in field operations, and, you know, I like to think that somewhere, beneath all those layers of corporate compliance sod, there's still a trace of that teal, glowing softly with the defiance of a well-intentioned corporate ambition. All right, folks, that's enough reminiscing. We've got plenty more show ahead, and coming up next, a track that I gotta say pairs perfectly with a nice, crisp evening in the corporate business park. This one's a certified business casual groove right here on Bartcorp Radio. All right, employees, executives, and future high performers, it's that time again, the part of the show where we highlight exciting new opportunities across the Bartcorp ecosystem. Because at Bartcorp, growth isn't just a possibility, it's an obligation. Yes, that's right. It's time for the Corporate Opportunity Bulletin. If you're looking to expand your horizons, maximize your synergy potential, or simply relocate to a department with fewer structural vibrations, listen up, because these initiatives are actively seeking new employees. First up, we have the Precision Turf Alignment Initiative. Do you have an eye for detail, symmetry, and corporate-mandated natural aesthetics? Join our elite team of turf compliance specialists, where you'll ensure every blade of grass remains perfectly uniform in height, color, and alignment. Prior experience in laser-guided mower calibration is a plus. Next up, we have the Liminal Network Expansion Project. Bartcorp's vast interconnected dining infrastructure continues to grow. With over 600 interconnected facilities, we are seeking navigation-minded applicants who can efficiently maneuver food courts of unpredictable size, length, and logic. Applicants must be comfortable with sudden spatial inconsistencies, randomized hallway configurations, and extreme sumptuary compliance enforcement. Next up, we have our Applied Magnetics division. Do you thrive in experimental environments? Do you believe in science? Are you willing to stand in front of a large metal object for an extended period of time? Bartcorp's Applied Magnetics division is seeking researchers, engineers, and employees with a strong tolerance for unexplained auditory phenomena. Responsibilities include calibrating resonance drift protocols, filing comprehensive frequency shift reports, and reassuring concerned coworkers that the hum is absolutely fine. Next up, we have the Opportunity Division, looking for a new challenge, a fresh start, a reassignment you had no say in. Then congratulations, you may already be selected for the Opportunity Division. That's right, participation is mandatory, fulfilling, and irreversible. Join thousands of employees who have already transitioned into new and exciting roles, and remember, the best opportunities are the ones you never saw coming. That's not all, folks, because we're looking for you to help shape the future of Bartcorp Communications. Are you an aspiring corporate documentarian, a visual synergy architect, a memo-based surrealist? Then why not put your unique skills to use by contributing to the official corporate archive on reddit.com. That's right, we are actively encouraging employees and external corporate liaisons to submit their own Bartcorp-related content. Whether it's photographs of your workplace, recovered memos, employee logs, or new initiatives you'd like to see implemented, we want to hear from you. Submit your images, written content, and corporate suggestions to the mod team over at r-Bartcorp. That's right, real human employees helping to expand the corporate canon every single day. Engage, innovate, and help shape the future of business-driven storytelling. And that's it for today, Corporate Opportunity Bulletin. Remember, there is always room for growth in the Bartcorp ecosystem. If you're feeling motivated, ambitious, or slightly compelled by forces beyond your understanding, head to your nearest authorized inquiry terminal and take the next step in your corporate journey. Stay productive, stay compliant, and as always, maximize your potential with Bartcorp.